Hi everybody! This week we are going to draw a castle. Like a lot of our other drawings, we are going to use shapes today. So we have our paper horizontal or bathtub, and we are going to start with a square in the middle of your paper. Alright, now on each side of my square, I'm going to put a rectangle that is just a little bit taller. So I'm going to start on the corner of my square. I'm going to come up and over and down, and then I'm going to connect back to that square, and I'm going to make another one on this side. Right now, my castle is symmetrical, which means it's the same on this side as it is on this side. If I were to draw a line right down here, this side would match this side. Next, I am going to draw another rectangle on top of this one, except it's going to be going sideways. So I'm coming out this way just a little bit, going up and back, out. The same on this side. Now we're going to make these towers look a little fancy. So on top of this rectangle, I'm just going to draw a zigzag line. I came up a little bit off. My zigzag line is not touching my rectangle. I came up and then I zigzagged and then I came back down. I'm going to do that on both sides, and then I'm also going to add it on top of my square. Now I'm going to add some windows and a door. So on my square, I'm not going right in the middle. I'm going to go a little bit to the side. I'm going to draw a nice tall rectangle door, and you can add lines on it. The next step is a little window right up here in the corner. And then I'm going to draw a window up here and a window down here. These are all little squares. I'm going to draw a window up here on this side and a window down here. Now, to make drawings look more realistic, it helps to overlap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some more towers in the background that look like they're behind my part up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line straight up from this part of this tower, my zigzag line. So I'm going to just come up just a little ways. I'm going to come over, and I want to make sure I come over past this rectangle. So it goes a little bit past that rectangle. I'm going to come all the way down to this zigzag line. I'm going to draw another tower in here. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to go almost to the top of my paper. It goes a little bit higher than this rectangle. And I'm going to make this one a little bit skinnier than that one over there. And I'm going to come all the way down. Instead of doing a zigzag line on top of this one, I'm going to make a triangle. So I'm going to, you can start here in the middle and come down to the side, or you can come up from the end and then come back down. And then I'm going to add some lines, some horizontal lines going this way on the tower. And then you can also add some windows there also. I ran out of room on my paper, but if you want to put a flag on top, you may put a flag on top. Now we need a horizon line like we talked about last week. So I'm going to draw a line that goes off of my paper here, and I'm going to pretend that I'm drawing it through there. I'm not going to make any marks, but I'm going to come out on this side. And then I'm going to make a road leading up to my castle. So I'm going to start here at my door, and I'm going to make a diagonal line that goes out. And a diagonal line that goes out. Like that. Now, you can add whatever you like around your castle. If you want to add flowers going up to your castle, remember when we put things that are going back into the distance, the ones that are closest to us are the biggest. So I'm going to make a big flower there. And then as it gets way back here, it's going to be smaller. If you don't want to add flowers, you can add other things. If you want this to make this a bridge and this to be water underneath, you can make some waves and you can have some sharks coming out if you want, or if anything you want to put in the water. If you want it to be grass, you can add just some zigzag lines for some grass. If you want to draw a horse or a cow, whatever you want to put in the foreground, that's what we call this here. If you want your road to have some stones or bricks, you can make some ovals. And then your ovals are going to get smaller as you get closer to your castle. They're going to be itty bitty way back here. If you want to add some clouds in the sky, you can add some clouds. If you want it to be nighttime, you can add stars or a moon, whatever you want this to look like. But we're talking again about that perspective and things getting smaller as they go back into the distance and this overlapping. So if you wanted to overlap a bush here in front or something else, you could do that also. Those are the kinds of things that are going to make your drawing look more realistic.